What's going on, everybody? It's going for the latest news, and if you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We're gonna go into Monday Night Raw from last night. It was a decent show. The highlight of the night though, Mommy's back. Yeah, Mommy's back, man. Dominic is in trouble. Yeah, Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom, hurt his average, man. He was about to put a peck on Liv Morgan, and in the back scene segment with the Judgment Day, that was pretty funny too. When they caught him doing their stretches, that was pretty funny. Also, the highlight of the night was Bo Dallas, aka Uncle Howdy. You know, he cut a little promo again. At the Chad Gable, had a match with main event Jey Uso. Jey Uso was said he was out of there. He was playing around. He said, "I don't want no smoke with you guys. I'm out." Yeah, so Jey Uso was out of there. He got a clean finish on Chad Gable, though. I believe. Yeah, he got a clean finish on Chad Gable. Also, the other highlight of the night was also Bo Dallas and Adam Pearce's office, and it was nothing said. This door closed. What a cliffhanger, huh? What a cliffhanger! But main event highlight was Mommy returning. I know Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio went against Selena Vega and the legend Rey Mysterio in a traditional mixed tag match. Dominic finally pinned his dad for the first time. Finally, in his little career or whatever. But hey, that's Rey Mysterio. That's a legend, man. That's his dad, so it's respected. Also, CM Punk and Seth Rollins had a good promo on the night. I ain't gonna front. Seth Rollins did get the best of CM Punk in that promo. I agree with everybody else. He did, but that CM Punk always bounce back. He take one L on the mic and bounce back the next week. He ain't gonna be there next week because now he want Drew McIntyre suspension to be uplifted. So other players gonna grant that wish, but he told CM Punk, "Yo, you can't be there next week though. I'm just gonna speak to Drew McIntyre. That's it." So I can't wait to see what Drew McIntyre. Well, he ain't gonna be too happy. He ain't gonna have some nice things to say. I'm pretty sure he gonna be vexed when he's talking. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be great to hear what he's gonna say. More than likely, he gonna offer a match to CM Punk, probably at SummerSlam. But now you kind of got Seth Rollins in the mix. Seth Rollins, wasn't too pleased about CM Punk getting involved in his business, but CM Punk said, "Yo, I was handling my business." I was weak when he said that. He said, "I was handling my business. I ain't mean to, mess up your business, but I was handling what I had to handle." You know. Also, Bron Breakker and Sami Zayn had a good well promo shoot. Yeah. Bron Breakker ain't had much to say. He had a couple things to say before he goddamn spared the shoes out of damn Sami Zayn. You know what I mean? He spared that man right out his damn shoes. Like, god damn. How fast can that man run? Like, that man is really fast to be that size. Like, he's very fast, Bron Breakker. Also, that theme music need to go. They need to just give him back the old theme music with the dog barking in the background. I like that music better than this new music he got here. I don't know why they changed this music up, and I'm hearing that's like the third time they changed this damn music. You know what I mean? I like the other the last song he had with the dogs bark, roof, 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 roof. That was catchy. It had the fans barking more. You know what I mean? Off of it, so they need to put that thing back on. Man. Even though I heard it was more genetic, but I kind of was digging that theme. It brought out his character more with the whole barking dog thing, So yeah, but overall, Raw was decent show. Wasn't too much to really highlight besides the promo between Seth Rollins and CM Punk, and the backstage segment with both Dallas and Adam Pearce's office, which we don't know what that's going to be about. Maybe Adam Pearce will give us some insight next week on next week's Raw about that. Chad Gable was he was just pretty much telling Adam like, yo, you seen that video? Like, I know they talking about me. I was weak, man. He said, yo, I know they talking about me. He said, well, Adam Pearce was like, well, don't you, when you want to know why they doing coming after you or whatever the case may be. And Chad Gable ain't wasn't trying to head that. Like, yo, you handle it. Either you handle it, I will. Well, I don't see Chad Gable handling nothing with no white six. He definitely gonna need more than just him to handle them. You know, so I mean, yeah, it was like I said, good running, good show. I know, like I said, look out, Bad Blood coming up in October. Some it might be some. There's definitely gonna be some crazy matches with that pay per view. I know they're gonna bring that Hell in a Cell match back. I don't know if they're gonna hold the Hell in a Cell pay per view this year. I think they're gonna. I'm assuming they're gonna scrape the Hell in a Cell pay per view, which they used to hold in December, I believe. I believe they're gonna just scrape that and just save Hell in a Cell for like real feuds, which is a better idea. Like a CM Punk and Drew McIntyre and a Hell in a Cell, perfect feud there in that Hell in a Cell, you know. If you want to do a women's one, hell, Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, women's one. If y'all gonna do a singles one or whatever the case may be, if y'all plan on having a women's one, but if y'all do have a women's one, that'd be the perfect match for those women. Is the for Rhea and Liv Morgan for the women's championship, women's Hell in a Cell. But I believe they're gonna definitely be feuding, you know, into SummerSlam, past SummerSlam, because Rhea Ripley and Damien Priest is pretty much out of the Judgment Day. I don't they pretty much gonna I don't know how they're gonna pull it off. They still dragging it off a little bit, but maybe come next week we probably get some more Easter eggs and cliffhangers on what's going to happen as the weeks go on, because I know Damien Priest supposed to become the baby face. Also, Rhea Ripley's supposed to become a baby face. So what? They gonna get kicked out together? Like, how is that gonna work? And if that's the case, is Rhea Ripley and Damien Priest is gonna have a little alliance between those two, maybe just to possibly take out the new Judgment Day, because it's looking like Liv Morgan gonna be like the new female in the Judgment Day, and excuse me, they just gonna rock out with what they got without Damien Priest and Rhea Ripley, because I know they're becoming baby faces now. So yeah, Damien Priest lined that up real well for Dominic at the end of the night. But also Uncle Howdy did it. He cut another great promo this week. This third week with the whole VHS tape thing. But I agree. I mean, at some point it has to stop, or whatever the case may be, with the whole VHS tapes. We gotta definitely see them in the ring at some point in time. SummerSlam is right around the corner. Maybe set something up for them guys, or bowl one of them out of there to have a match. But Bo cut a great promo. Like it's like he's getting better and better at this thing. I'm not gonna lie, he's really living up to the legacy of his brother, Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace to him. So Bo is really definitely doing his thing. That whole him and Adam Pearce thing, I would really like to know what that was all about. Like, what is Bo's intentions, Uncle Howdy's intentions with Adam Pearce? What did he really want? Like, do he want to? I don't think he want a title opportunity right now. I don't. Excuse me. It's not that time yet. I mean, I could see them giving it to Bo somewhere down the line. He's definitely well deserving of it somewhere down the line, but it's honestly not gonna be anytime soon, unfortunately. Especially once Gunther get that belt, man. Once Gunther get that belt, I don't know, man. He gonna have that belt for a minute, man. He's definitely and that's no not to Damien Priest. I know Damien Priest supposed to face Gunther at SummerSlam. Damien Priest definitely proved himself as a champion. He definitely have, no doubt about it. But going against Gunther, like like Seth Rollins told him, yeah, you definitely gonna have to bring your A game. You going against Gunther. you, you do, you know what I mean? I mean, Sami Zayn could tell you, Chad Gable could tell you, Sheamus could definitely tell you. Sheamus didn't beat that man. Yeah, they didn't have like what 4 fights, and Gunther won all 4. You know what I mean? Gunther's a dangerous man, so I don't see him losing that belt anytime soon. Possibly leading into WrestleMania, and even after WrestleMania, I don't see him losing it. I mean, that's just how good Gunther is. But also, Braun Breaker and Dragonov had a great match. Dragonov he's tough. I mean, I'm kind of glad that that it finished the way it did, and not, you know, Dragonov, being, buried or whatever y'all want to call it, or just not just losing again, because the man is talented. He don't deserve to be losing like that. At some point, he gonna start winning. I'm pretty sure of it. But he's playing his role well, and that guy's really tough. So Dragonov is really a tough cookie. I ain't gonna lie. He's not that tall. You know what I mean? Not that tall. But he's really tough, man. I ain't gonna lie. Also, the whole thing with Pete Dunne and Sheamus, I don't know where they going with that. You know, I know Pete Dunne feels some type of way, but pretty much Sheamus leaving him high and dry with the brawling brutes. But I mean, I don't know. I don't really care too much about that. It's like a little story or whatever they trying to do with that. But overall, it's still like a story. You know what I mean? So you got to give them credit when credit is due as far as that. But overall, highlight of the night though overall was Mami being bad Rhea Ripley. Man, that was definitely a shocker within itself. Didn't expect to see Mami back. I knew her return was definitely coming, but man, what a way to return. You know, dominate. Man, you better have your bouquet of roses ready for next week or something, because you gonna have a lot of making up to do for Mommy, because she looked pissed. You know what I mean? Liv Morgan, she held ass up out of there, man. She like she seen a ghost when she heard that music hit, man. She seen the ghost, boy. Yeah, Damian Priest lined that up real well, but I'm hearing that Finn Balor may not knew about that, so that may cause a little friction there between, the Judgment Day and getting Damian Priest XL up about the Judgment Day, because that's what's going to happen. And same thing with Rhea Ripley. I don't know how they're going to do it as far as Ripley. Maybe if they're going to do it as far as in Dominic's case, he's going to end up excuse me, turning on Rhea Ripley at some point for Liv Morgan. I can see that happening as far as getting Rhea up out of there. As far as Damian Priest, oh yeah, Finn Balor going possibly, cost him the match at SummerSlam, and then that's gonna cause some friction. Then I guess maybe Finn Balor going to act like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, probably give David Priest a hug, and David Priest probably act, you know what, I forgive you. But then that's when David Priest going to switch up on him there. And I don't know if it's going to happen at SummerSlam per se, or maybe on the next night of Raw, but it's definitely going to happen between SummerSlam and the next night of Raw. I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like that's when it's going to happen. As far as with Rhea Ripley and Dominic and Liv, that might happen the same night too, because I'm pretty sure Rhea Ripley going ask for a match against Liv Morgan for that women's championship that she technically never lost. Due to injury, she never really lost that belt. So she's definitely gonna issue that match, and that's when Dominic Mysterio is gonna turn on Rhea Ripley. I feel it's gonna happen at SummerSlam. And the same thing with Finn Balor and Damian Priest. It's gonna happen at SummerSlam. I think it's gonna happen all in that one night. It would just make sense for both to happen that same night, and not one night from each other, or whatever. Or if y'all gonna do it all on the same night. If y'all gonna do it on Monday, do it on Monday. If y'all gonna do it on SummerSlam, which I feel like that's the proper way. That's when it's gonna happen. both parties on SummerSlam as far as Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. They getting kicked out of there come SummerSlam. They gonna be out of Judgment Day come SummerSlam. I already see how this is playing out, and then we already got like a few weeks, like what 2 to 3 weeks till SummerSlam. So they definitely got time to play this thing out until SummerSlam because that's exactly how I see this thing playing out, for sure. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all thought about Monday Night Raw. If you guys you did see it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate you guys.